Hello and welcome to BierTier, the German engineer. Today we are back with oxygen not included, but it is a little bit special. Yes, Luma Plays has challenged me personally to the 50-50 challenge. Yes, this guy right here. So what exactly is the 50-50 challenge? Well, it is to start with 50 dupes and survive for 50 cycles. The objective is not necessarily to keep all 50 alive, it is to keep the colony alive. But of course, getting all 50 through is the non plus ultra, and that is what we are trying to do today. So I would say let's take a quick look what we have. So this here is our map. This is what I selected. Here we have the settings that we are going to work with, and here we have our 3 standard starting dupes. On top of that, you can see it right here on the screen. Those are 47 dupes in one tiny little area right there. And yes, you can just spawn them in with the debug mode. Control and F2 will get them in, and let's drop them onto the floor while we are here. Here they fall, and now let's just jump right into it and see how that works out for us. And here we are. So let's take a second to take a look around. What do we have? We have water right here, right there, right here, and right there. Okay, so that is quite a lot of water that we have available to us. We also have quite a lot of oxalate, and I see algae, lots and lots of algae. So let's get started right away. Let's come all the way over to maybe right there to get the job done, and then maybe all the way over to, well, as far as we can go, because why wouldn't we? And now we have 50 dupes swarming out in all directions to get this done. Of course, we need some building materials, so let's give it a few seconds, and then we're gonna pause the game right away again. Roughly around here. So now we should have it, and now let's get started. Let's make this here 4 wider and this here 4 wider. That should get the job done. And then let's grab us a ladder. And the ladder, yeah, we're gonna come all the way down to here and probably up as far as we can see. Yes, that should work. And we're gonna do the exact same thing over here as well. Just right here, we're gonna come to the water and then gonna come also as far as we can see. So dupes, let's dig all of this here out. We need to dig as much as we can, as fast as we can, because each one of those tiny little things here that you can see, yeah, each one of those here could hold muckroot, which is food. And food is going to be our number 2 problem. Our number 1 problem is of course going to be oxygen itself. So those are the 2 things we need to take care of as fast as we can. So I will let the dupes dig a few seconds, and then we will keep on going. And that should be enough for right now. Let's take a look here. We need to do a few things. First of all, let's put in another floor right around here. And then let's put in another floor right around there. Definitely can't have enough floors. That is certainly a good thing. So let's get that done right away. Then also what is going to be very important is bathrooms and bedrooms, mainly bathrooms. And the reason for that is that our dude's just going to pee all over the floor if we don't. So let's get that done right away. We need a pneumatic door, and the pneumatic door is going to be right here. That should do. And another one right there. And we're going to go into medicine, grab us a wash basin, and plop 3 of them in right around here. And then we're going to go to plumbing and grab us outhouses, also 3 right around there. And then 2 more pneumatic doors. We don't have enough materials for another one, but you see where I'm going with this. So we need to dig out much more stuff so we get more building materials in, because currently the game is restricting us, but the dupes are already hard at it, which is of course very, very good. We're making progress, more and more stuff is getting dug out, more and more stuff is being built, which is very good, but there are a couple more things that I want to do as early as I can. Let's take a look into our priorities here. Oh yes, by the way, we have of course all my wonderful YouTube members in here. Every single one of them is here, and of course all the others are just having numbers. So if you're interested in replacing one of those numbers here, you're interested in becoming 11 or 14 or 18 or any of the others, just become a member, help out my channel, and you will be in the game right away. Just let me know who you would like to be. But first of all, research. Let's disallow everybody except of course old Gemster. Gemster, our number 1 researcher, and number 17 is another researcher. Look at that. Do we have another one? Yes, we have number 30, and I think that's it. But I am going to leave 17 and Gemster be our researchers. Anything else that sticks out? Of course, Magenta and Krivak. I made them both diggers, so that is good. We have a decorator right here. None of that matters right now. We're going to give this here a little bit of higher priority. Here we have another digger, so you're going to get digging. A farmer. Rocketry, yeah, that is not really helpful. Tidying, not really helpful right now. Anything else? We have a cook. That is very good. A doctor. Not that that matters, but sure, be my guest. Here, you are really good at whatever this here is. Tidying, supplying, and storing. Decorator right there. Another cook. Let's see, another farmer. Operating right here. Operating right there. We definitely need a bunch of operators, so that is very good. Let's take another look through here. Everything that is even slightly colored will be given a higher priority. We are a little bit low on operators, but that is okay. That is one thing that I wanted to do, and the other one is the schedule. So first of all, let's create us a second schedule, and then let's go through it. Let's kill all of it. First of all, there we go. Something just like this here should do. And then we're gonna go downtime 1 hour right here, and then 3 hours of bedtime. That seems fair. And then 1 right here, and another 3 right there. And then all the night active dupes we're gonna put directly on the bottom, which is apparently just 1, right? All the early birds we're gonna leave on the top, and I'm just gonna put random dupes down there until we have 25 and 25. So let me get that done, and then we're gonna go from there. And here we have it. 25 dupes are on the top and 25 are on the bottom. So that is certainly taken care of a little bit earlier than needed, but better too early than too late. That is, as usual, my mantra. So let's come down here. Let's dig all this stuff here out. We definitely want to get rid of it. There we go. Let's bring this ladder here 1 further down. And then what's something else that we will need right away is pitcher pumps. So I'm just going to plop a hell of a lot of pitcher pumps probably right around here. Let's make it 3 of them. That should be sufficient. So the dupes can come in here and supply all of our wash basins here with water. Especially since I'm about to build a 3rd one. Or better to say a 3rd row. Let me put it this way here. We need some doors for that. Let's put in a floor. We don't need the floor on the top, so that is actually okay. Let's come along here. There we go. Dig all of this here out. Even better. And then 3 wash basins. And another 3 outhouses. So we have 9 in cycle 1, which is certainly better than nothing. While our bathrooms are coming together up here on the top right, I put in a lot more digging commands because once again, we need to get in as much food as we can. And at the same time, we're also going to go up while we are at it. More digging all of these little hidden areas or pockets right here. I want to get rid of them so we can see what's in there. And again, hopefully it is food. And then right here. Right around here, I want to dig all the way over. Here, I want to dig all the way through because this water, eventually I want to get it down here into this general area. That at least would be the general idea for where I want to have our water basin. So let's see if we can make that happen. As a matter of fact, with this ladder here, can we come down even further, just a little bit to maybe right here? And then dig more stuff out. I want to just make it in this kind of size right here so we don't take up all the space over here and all the space over here. So we kind of can consolidate all the water in this area right here in the middle. That would be at least the idea. So let's see if we can make that happen. But that is really secondary. If it takes up everything right here, it really doesn't matter either. Meanwhile, up here on the top, it is time to put in some power. Let's see, manual generators here and there, batteries throughout the middle. Then we need, of course, some wiring. Put all the stuff here together. Not exactly like that, preferably. Let's try this one more time. You know what, screw it. We're just going to come straight through, save us a little bit of material. And then let's go into stations, grab us a research station and plop 2 of them down here. And then continue through with our wire. To make sure we can hook this here all up to power. We're going to put him right here because we have the light available from our printing pod. That should help us speed it up even more. So that is certainly going to be a very good thing. And that is what we need for right now. Oxygen wise, it's getting worse by the second. There is no question about it. So we definitely have to do something about that here rather sooner than later. Can't forget about it. But for right now, we are okay. This here needs to be done first before we even have a chance of doing anything about it. The dupes definitely already have a hell of a lot to do, but while we are at it, what I'm going to do is, let's say, right here, 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 and here, I'm going to plop in 4 bedrooms, and there should be enough space to put exactly 6 cots in there into each and every one of those rows. So let's make sure that actually works. Let me put the floor in, though. That is also quite important. There we go, that should do. And then when we go to furniture, we can just plop the cots in here, and exactly 6 of them should fit in here to make a barracks out of this contraption right here. So that is once again very good. Nothing to complain about, that is for sure. Let's build all the way to the top right here. That should do. And we are looking really decent as of this moment. Let me mop this here up. And also, let me give this here number 9 priority. Why is this here not getting built? We need the pitcher pumps. We don't have any water in our wash basins. And the night is coming up. So Dupes, build those freaking pitcher pumps right away, please. We really, really need them. And the first night is almost upon us, and this is what we currently look like. Yes, our bedrooms did not make it, but more importantly, our bathrooms almost made it, and research can get also started. So what we want is Farmtiles, and we want those right away. That is going to be highly important, so we're going to put the Dupes on that, and we're going to set our research stations here to a number 9 priority. And now we're just going to wait through the night. That is basically what's going to happen. Of course, I'm going to let the Dupes dig more down here so we can get this water here taken care of, because currently it is definitely overflowing. So Dupes, 4 high, come all the way over, and let's get this here done. Cycle 2 has just started. I'm starting with the construction of oxygen diffusers because we are not looking good at all. Yes, I'm not going to lie about it. We are looking pretty horrible, as a matter of fact. So we need to get those diffusers here done as soon as we can, and I'm gonna put in more dupe labor generated power. Because one thing that we are not lacking, well, it is certainly dupe labor. Yeah, so let's close those doors up here. That is just a little bit of a side test to get the dupes a little bit more skill points, but other than that, that is looking good. And we can dig all of this here out as well. That should be doable, probably. Yeah, I don't see a problem with that. And our pitcher pumps here are about to run out of water as soon as this here is all gone, or at least already, as a matter of fact. This stuff here is slowly but steadily running off, and that is very, very good. Exactly what we are looking for, as a matter of fact. So let's make sure the dupes get that done. And who is suffocating? Who got stuck? Okay, guys, what exactly happened with y'all? Yeah, okay. Let's make sure we're gonna set this here to a priority of number 9. Get this here done, and let's save those dupes right away. And here comes Dan Weiser, and he's helping out the dupes. And they should be free here any second. And there they fall. And now they can go wherever they please and hopefully not die a horrible death. That would at least be the general idea. And the research has just been completed, so let's see what we can do next. We have our Farmtiles now available. We're going to use those right away. There is going to be no exception to that. We need them right away. In liquids, we need an electrolyzer eventually. But first of all, I think the airflow tiles are actually more important, because one thing that we currently don't like is algae. We currently have 24 tons, and there's a hell of a lot more around here. So let's get that researched. But let's make sure we get rid of all those exclamation points right here. I definitely don't want to see those. And now in food, Farmtiles, 1, 2, 3, 4 down right here. There we go. And then another 4 down right here. We're gonna plop in 2 entire rows of Farmtiles and dig all of this stuff here out. And then what we are going to do is in here, preferably bristle blossoms. Do we have any? Can we get more? That is the question. I'm not entirely sure. I need 1 farm tile so we can actually see it, and then we will decide what route we are going to go and what we are going to build first. Okay, our first farm tile here is built, and we have 21 blossom seeds, and one length here is, what is it, 16. So we don't have enough for 2. So we could build the top row here. Yes. Let's see, let's take a look into research. Where do we get our lights from? Down here in the bottom, decor. We could just go for this decor here real quick, get us the ceiling lights in. That is definitely what I'm gonna do. And then down here in the bottom, we're gonna have mealwood, and right here, we're gonna have bristle blossoms. Just because bristle blossoms grow faster, and at the same time, we can cook them and get a little bit more out of them as well. So that is certainly something that I'm trying to go for as soon as possible. But first of all, we need to get our light. Up here in the top right above our right side bedroom, take a look at this here. I am actually really happy. Did I just say bedroom? I of course meant bathroom. Right here, we have the trifecta. We have coal stacked on top of iron ore, stacked on top of algae. Certainly 3 things that we need. So that is certainly something that I'm going to put a number 1 priority on, and we are going to come all the way over here. And we're just gonna dig our way down and over to the right, and eventually we're gonna end up all the way on the bottom. Slowly but steadily, we're gonna make our way through all of this stuff here, and we're gonna grab all of it while leaving the chlorine, at least for right now, where it is. And who is suffocating now? Nobody. That is fine. No problem at all. I just need to make sure that I set all of these here to a number 9 priority so they actually stay fed. And now we are already looking at least a little bit better. So we are certainly getting there. And here come our ceiling lights while I'm talking. Isn't that wonderful? We need one light right around here, one light right around there, and one light over here should definitely get the job done. Let's hook it up to power, just like this, and just like that, and just like that. And there we have it. It is the beginning of cycle number 3. Our airflow tiles have been researched, so we can come back in here and we can grab our air systems right here with the electrolyzer in it. So that is next on the list. And also the airflow tiles, of course, they are researched for a purpose. And we're going to plop them always 4 wide into the middle right here, into every one of those rows. And there's a good reason for it, because right at the moment, yes, our oxygen is kind of stuck right here, and we kind of want to spread it out throughout the base a little bit more. Therefore, we need airflow tiles. And while we are at it, we can also plop in more of these here, so we can come always just 5 high, or better to say 4 usable high. On the 5th one, we are building our floor, and we're just gonna go up with it. Just something like this here, as high as we can go, so the dupes don't run out of stuff to dig out. All of this here can now be dug out. And of course, right here in the middle, we are always going to leave these 4 here, and we're gonna put airflow tiles in it. We're gonna do this through the entirety of the base to ensure proper airflow. That is certainly gonna be very good, and that is also certainly what we are going to need. It is almost the end of cycle 3 and we have the first printing pod available. So let's take a look. Anything good? Yes, 100 kilograms worth of oxalate. Certainly something that we will need and use. And speaking of that, I wanted to build a storage bin over here, primarily for oxalate, because we do have oxalate somewhere down here in the water that is currently not going to outgas. So we are definitely going to grab this stuff and put it up here into a storage bin where it can outgas properly. Also, we have the error right here with the missing research station, because I'm just trying to get Chemster to skill up. We just going to go for it. So for example, right here, I'm just researching all the way over to here. I'm going to go through everything that is here level 1 so we can get all of this here done. And then I'm just getting ready with several things that we need later, like the water sieve, for example, right here, or also important, the carbon skimmer. All of that is what we need, but we can't currently research it because we don't have the skill required. And that is, of course, an issue. So let's make sure that we all get all this here done. Right at the moment, we are about halfway through cycle 4. We are still digging over here on the right, and here we have to go further upward as well. Down here on the bottom, I'm putting more farm tiles in for more mealwood, and later on we will get even more food when we have hydroponic farms from bristle blossoms. And the bristle blossoms have a life cycle of 6 cycles and the mealwood of 3 cycles. So it takes 3 cycles for a mealwood to grow up. And it took a little bit because we did not have enough pressure. Now we have enough carbon dioxide down here that it will actually properly grow. So I'm more than happy to put in more of them if that is what we need, which it certainly is. So while we're at it, let's dig all this here out as well. And eventually all this water here will have to disappear as well. But that is something that we don't worry about right at this moment. Right at the moment, the next problem is arising, and that is that we are running out of food. So what am I going to do? I'm going to grab microbe mushers. This is exactly why I built this here, because I feared that this would happen. I wasn't sure about it, but now I am 100% sure. So microbe mushers to the rescue. We're just going to plop them all into here, hook them all up to power. We're going to give all of this here number 9 priority, so this gets done right away. No questions asked. And as soon as we have it, we're just going to make, what is it called? I believe it's mush bars made out of dirt and water, 2 things that we currently have, until we can get on our feet with our own growth. But for right now, that is all that it's going to be. And here we have them all built. So let's take a look. Yes, a mush bar needs 75 kilograms of dirt and 75 kilograms of water, which we both have plenty of. We're going to set it to forever with a number 9 priority. And then a lice loaf right here, made out of meal lice and water. Once again, 2 things that we have. Yeah, there we go. And we're going to set that to forever as well. As soon as we get them, we're going to make them, and we're going to turn all of them on right away. So let's bring the ingredients and the cooks. Let's get to work. That is what's needed. The dupe should be coming down here, grabbing water and dirt, tons and tons of that stuff. Yeah, there we go. And as soon as this water level here drops, we're just going to pump this water over here. So I'm not really too worried about it as of this moment. We are only going to make it to 50 cycles. That is all we need to survive. That is always something we need to keep in mind when we are doing something like this here. We've made it halfway through cycle 5, and honestly, nothing really exciting has happened. We are still digging on the right. I started digging more and more over here on the left, but other than that, there's not a hell of a lot happening. Also more digging going on down here on the bottom. What I really need is Chemster or number 17 to level up, gain a skill point. That is what we really need, so we can finally use our supercomputer. So I'm just giving him random level 2 stuff to research that they cannot complete because the supercomputer is lacking. But we are waiting for the skill point really desperately. On the food side, we're doing well. Our micro mushes over here are saving our lives, quite literally. But the earlier we can get rid of them, the better it is. And slowly but steadily, our mealwood is coming along as well. So we are looking better by the second, and all 50 dupes are still alive. And there we have it. Chemster earned a skill point. Thank God, Chemster. Of course, coming through as always, you immediately get advanced research. And number 17, how far are you behind? Not very far, so soon you will be there too. So let's hop back into research and see what will we need first. I would say hydroponic farms are number 1 on the list. I didn't even get started on it, my goodness. But we can now get that done. Dupes, get on it. Chemster, come on. Get ready for the supercomputer. Now you can finally use it. Over here on the left, we have found the teleporters. Look at that. I was really just going for this oxylite here ultimately, but sure, we will take the teleporters as well. Definitely not going to send anybody through there today or ever. Not entirely sure yet, but we will certainly see how that works out. First of all, let's get over here and then let's dig down until we hit this chlorine here. And then we're going to keep going on the right side as well. As a matter of fact, this here can already go as it is right now. All we need, a couple of pieces of ladder. Actually, 1 piece of ladder right there, and that should get the job done. Alright dupes, more digging. That is what we need. Let's go. About 2/3 of cycle 6 are over, and our research is done. And next of all, something that we have completely neglected is power. And with power, I want to go for the conductive wire as well as the heavy watt wire. And also the coal generator. Those are all things that I want to have as soon as possible because we already have access to the rock crusher. So if we need some rocks to be crushed, or better to say, some metal to be refined for our conductive wire, we can certainly do so. So let's get that researched, and then we can also get started. Down here on the bottom is where I want to have my power production. But for right now, we're looking really good. Over here on the right, I plopped in a liquid pump. Just at least temporarily here with the manual generators, because that's perfectly fine as it is. So we can go into food and then hydroponic farms, 1, 2, 3, 4 down, and then plop another row into here. And I'm probably gonna replace these here as soon as we harvest them the first time as well. So let's get this here finalized. We're gonna come with a liquid pipe all the way through here, all the way through there, and then over. And I'm just coming all the way over here to the left in participation, or anticipation, better to say, my goodness, into over here as well, because these here will definitely be replaced, but we're not going to do that right now, or we're going to lose all of our progress that we have made so far, and that is certainly something that we do not want. So let's plop these here in, and I hope we have a few more seeds left over. I have actually no idea if we do or not, but there's only one way to find out. Our first harvest from our mealwood right there is here as well. We are getting it done. Wonderful. The food is coming in, and hopefully the dupes are taking it up here and making a lice loaf out of it, because we definitely don't want more mush parts if we can have a lice loaf. That is for sure. So dupes, let's get all of this here done. Let's get our food back up. We're at 45,000 calories. We're certainly looking great here at the end of cycle 6. Now we are halfway through cycle 8. Yes, a little bit of time has passed, but really nothing interesting at all has happened. We're just down here on the bottom. We're going to put coal generators down here. That seems to be a good position for it, because as soon as we can we? Yes, we can right now, as a matter of fact. We're going to get us insulated tiles, is what I was about to say. Where are they at? They're down here. Yes, we're going to grab those, and then a carbon skimmer after that. We're going to plop the carbon skimmer down here on the floor. And then right here, we're going to put in an insulated area so we don't release all that heat from the coal generators into our base. It's going to be this simple. Once again, all we have to do is make it through 50 cycles. That is it. Not more, not less. That is the entire goal of this challenge. So we're going to keep it as simple as we can. All right, dupes, let's get it done. let's see that we make it to cycle 10 before this episode here is over. Over here on the left side, I think what I'm going to do is, let's see here, right there, right here. I'm gonna build a liquid lock, and then on top of the liquid lock, we are going to build us a little bit of a room. Yes, that is exactly what we're going to do, 4 high as usual. And you know what? We can just incorporate all this here. Yeah, let's make it a huge room while we're at it. Maybe we can later use it also to get rid of a little bit of germs and water. But for right now, I just want to get rid of germs. Better to say slime lung. Because yes, slime lung is becoming a bigger and bigger problem. So we might as well take care of it right at the very beginning. So we don't have to worry about it anymore. All we're gonna do is we're gonna make a room, and this room here, we're just gonna plop all of our bleach stone in it. We're gonna make sure that it becomes full with carbon dioxide, not carbon dioxide, with chlorine, of course. And then we're just gonna store the slime lung in here. It's gonna be extremely simple as usual. So let's get that done. Let's plop a bottle emptier here as well while we're at it. There we go. And that should do the trick. All right, dupes, let's get it done. All right, and here we are about halfway through cycle 10, and the reason for that is that I was just able to put in the hydroponic farms. Yes, finally, our bristle blossoms gave us the food we need. Up here on the top, I put some electric grills so we can actually cook them up, which is of course very, very good. The good thing is refrigeration isn't really needed because it comes out and we eat it basically immediately. So that is something that I don't care about whatsoever. That is certainly the smallest of our issues. But other than that, we are looking really good down here on the bottom. Not entirely sure, the dupes are just neglecting this area here, probably because they can't breathe down here and they're not too happy about it. Also on top of that, I of course told him to make sure this here gets done on the left. This here was done with a number 9 priority, and it's looking pretty decent. We need to get rid of a little bit of carbon dioxide in here, but other than that, it's looking really, really good. So, anything else that has changed since we checked in the last time? I don't think so. No, we are just looking really good. Our F1 overlay, yeah, that could be a little bit better, but as long as the bedrooms right here have enough oxygen, everything's fine. Everything that is below it doesn't matter too much. And now that we have our skimmer, or actually do we have it? I don't even know if we have it yet. We may not. We may just research it. Let's take a quick look into our research right here. And where is the carbon skimmer? In gases, I assume? No, we do have it available, so we can use it now whenever we want to. And on top of that, the insulated pipes here. No, we need a water sieve. There we go. That is what we need. So as soon as we have the water sieve and on top of that our carbon skimmer, we are ready to go to get rid of most of our carbon dioxide in here to make sure that that is no longer an issue either. And down here on the right, we are just digging down, down, down. That is what we are all about. And we're going to do the exact same thing over here on the left. Something just like this here should get the job done. The dupes can just walk around here, so we don't need any ladders or anything else. It's literally this simple. And last but not least, let's take a look here. Yes, we can choose a blueprint, and what do we have? A pipsqueak. Not really anything I need, but we might as well take it. It is at least meat, if nothing else. So, and what else? Skills. So, how about we do a little bit of a montage how it goes through here and give all of the dupes their preferred skills. So, let's do precisely that. And there we have it. All the dupes have their skill points, and of course the dupes that have names, therefore my YouTube members, also get a hat, so we can distinguish them a little bit easier from the rest. Alright, we are looking really, really good. I'm really happy about how that has turned out so far. But that is all I have for you today, so if you enjoyed the content, please subscribe to the channel, leave a like on the video, and of course comment down below. You know it, I'm always happy to hear from you. And don't forget, if you want to replace one of those numbered dupes with your own name, become a member to my channel and help me out this way. And with that I say thank you and peace.